was fortunate enough to actually make my Springbok debut against Italy in Cape Town, and that's the memory that sticks out because it was my first international game, and fortunately we won that game. And the other memory would be playing against Wales in Wales and scoring a try. The only unfortunate part is as I was scoring a try, I got a knock on my ribs, and then I was injured and then I came off. But didn't get to play against the other side like Ireland, France. I think those would have been a nice teams to play against. But I've got special memories against Wales because of the try, and then making my debut against Italy. I think there's been some top players in most teams. You look at a guy like Johnny Wilkinson from England, Sexton from Ireland, what he's done with the Irish team. But I think the current player now would be Dupont from France. Just what he does, his influence on his players and the way he plays the game. So he would be the one guy that stands out for me. I think is arguably the best player we've seen in our generation. And Anthony Dupont would be the one player that sticks out, definitely. I wouldn't say I've got a favorite memory, but I think every year it's always quite interesting. And in most cases with Ireland winning it back to back, that was quite impressive. But what's interesting, or rather fascinating me the most, is the games between Italy and Wales. Just how Italy has been the team that's been at the bottom, and now things are turning around. Wales having lost to Italy now in the past weekend. So I think that for me is just seeing how those two teams fight for who finishes bottom. By the looks of things, looks like Wales will be the last one and in these Six Nations. So I think that's what's interesting about the Six Nations at the moment for me. Unique, I'm not too sure. Special, I don't know. But I think that as much as Ireland in the last 2 years have been dominant, it's one of those competitions where there's more than one team that can win. I mean, France have won it, England has won it, the Wales we spoke about it have won it back to back as well. So I think that's what makes it interesting. Just that, like this year as well, England, the way they've started, have got a very good chance of actually winning. I mean, I think it will come down to when they play the other game this weekend. But for Ireland, they must still play France. So I think that's going to be an interesting game as well. So it's still in the air who can win this year. But France and Ireland and England are the front contenders, I think. I think England have been impressive. The first game, and obviously the win against France. Ireland have been they're about dominant. But I quite like the new players that they are giving a chance, like the Fla from Ireland, Sam. He's come, he's done well when he's played for his club Leinster, and there's always been that talk about his talent, and I think he's made that step up quite comfortably. The first game he was a bit shaky, but his second game he showed his class, and he won man of the match. So I think that's the player to look out for.